Like my tank got a water leak in it. That's the first time I really use it for this purpose, because we kind of boondocking here, all these primitive sites. See, I got that water still dripping, man. It's dripping right there at the bottom, so I gotta take that to the shop, man. I'm hopeful, like this little piece up there, I'm sure they got a kind of nipple as well up on where it connects to the tank. I'm hopeful that it's just that's coming loose or broke or something, instead of replacing that tank. But I'll let you know what's going on with that.
Tim Stanley, Blackout EZ, doing another segment of RVing with Tim. Today, we're gonna talk about my water leak I had on my freshwater tank. First saw it when I was camping, boondocking at Davidson River. Saw the footage where it's just draining out. So today, we're gonna go ahead and get it fixed. All right, so I told you I had a water leak. We saw in the video when I was at Davidson River, had a water leak. And this is what I thought it was. This is the fitting going into the bottom of the water tank right there. And you can see right here, there's a crack. See if I can show you. It's a crack right there at that joint right here. Right here, that top side of that 90-degree joint. But my thing is, why would you have all that? You see that? How weak that is? It should be a straight hose bib coming down instead of going at a 90, running 4 inches, and then another elbow going down to the water outlet. So that doesn't make good sense. So anyway, that's what the crack is. I'm glad it's not the tank, but actually the fitting. I said it probably was that. So I wish you could see it. I'm gonna try to get up there closer where you can see the fitting. But it's right there. You see that crack? See that crack? That's where it's at, right there. So that doesn't make sense. You put a lot of stress right there, running 4 inches, another 90, and just dropping down to the valve to open and close it. So I'm gonna take that off and see what we gotta do to fix it. But I'm gonna do something different than what's right there. Can't spin it around because look, the foam they got up in there. Can't spin it around. All right, let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna need to go ahead and fix it, okay? So this is the original setup right here, and I cut it, use a knife, and I cut it so I can get that off the freshwater tank. But that's what's there, and I'm gonna show you the crack in there. You see that crack? That's what's causing that water leak. So I think that's a poor design. With the 90 coming off the tank, coming another 4 inches dropping down, that's a lot of stress right there. So I'm gonna replace it with this straight hose fitting, so it'll drop straight down, it'll fit into that pipe right there, that plex pipe, and that's going to solve my problem, so I won't have to fix it anymore. So I'll give you all the part numbers to everything. So this is a pipe dope sealant, and you see they had some similar dope on there, so I'm going to do the same thing. Now this calls for a Teflon tape, but I couldn't find a tape that said for potable water. Remember, this is my fresh water tank, so we wanted to be safe for drinking water. So I saw a tape for plumber's tape, but it didn't say exactly for potable water. So I'm gonna go back with this same type of dope that they use on the fitting. So we're gonna use that T+2 pipe thread sealant. All right. Then you saw when I was taking it apart, I actually had to cut out some of that foam insulation trying to get this off of there. So once I put that new parts on here, I'm gonna use this Gorilla foam seal. And the only reason why I'm using Gorilla and not any other brand that they had on the shelf at Lowe's is because this one's gray. So it kind of matches what was already up under there. Everything else is yellow or tan. So I went with the Gorilla only because it's gray and it matches underneath there what's already there. When they make everything look professional. This is a 19mm wrench, and that fits the new hose fitting I'm putting on there. And then trusty dusty knife, so we cut all this down. And then once I get it all done, I'm gonna take black duct tape, and the duct tape is gonna, once I get it all filled up and insulated, I'm gonna go ahead and duct tape that plastic sheeting or core plastic that I took down, cut out to get that out. So that's what's gonna look like, nice, professional. We're gonna do it, fix it right. So that means we're gonna fix it once, and we won't have to do it no more. But I'm gonna just go ahead and get started. You see all the parts we need and what's gonna happen here. And everything I need is right here. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. All right, the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this, remember I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna take this to a 90. So I gotta cut that pipe right there. And believe it or not, that is a new blade. It's a little rusty because I had it out the back of the truck right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that. Yeah, try to cut it straight so it won't. There we go. So that's what we're gonna do. And like I said, now I'm gonna take this pipe fitting and I gotta squeeze that in there. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lather it up. Like when you're country, you know, you gotta lick on a little bit. So I don't know if it's potable water after I do that. But anyway, we gotta do what we gotta do. So we're gonna do that just like that. And we're gonna put that in there like that. And then once we get that in there, see, that's brute strength right there. You see that? Oh my goodness. All right. Okay, let's try that again. All right. We're gonna do that brute strength again. You're gonna try it again. So you gotta get that in there. And it said on instructions to warm it up, but we ain't gonna do that. So got it in there, put it down on a hard surface. Got it up there nice and tight. Nice and tight, see that? And then we take that, screw it down, and now lock it in place. Seamless, right? All right. All right, I had to add one more part. I had to add my pliers there, so we're gonna tighten this down. All right, so nice and tight. So add that to your parts list. All right, so that's what we have now. So we're gonna be replacing all that with that. And here's the pipe dope. Cut that open. There's your pipe. Give you a good shot of that. All right, and you see what it says? Formulated for potable water. So make sure it says that. You don't want to contaminate that tank. All right, so that's what that dope looks like. And we'll put it on there. And this stuff doesn't get hard. Just like when I took it off of there, still soft on that other part. So we're gonna put that on there like that, and boom, there we have it. You see it on this part. There's the blue, but you see how soft it is? It's still soft. So that's why we went the same thing. And plus, I wanted to make sure it was potable. Okay. So now I'll wipe this off, get my hands clean. Then we're gonna go back under the trailer, put that in place, And that's gonna be the new fitting, all right, to drain that fresh water tank, all right? It's not tightening up, so I'm gonna just keep doing it until it snugs up. And I don't know if I'm gonna have it that tight, but I'm gonna kind of do it till it snugs up, and then I'm gonna call it a day. All right, that's in there pretty good. It's not all the way seated up against that, but I feel some resistance. And that one I took out was not up there like that. So remember, the original part came out at an angle, so I'm going to cut this core plastic a little bit, and I'm going to fill this area up. Now I took all that plastic out, and then we're going to call it a day. I'm going to cut the pipe I just fixed. So oh, that was pretty good. Look at that cut right there. That's pretty good. So I'm gonna just leave it like that. And I got the pipe coming down. And I'm gonna go ahead and try that foam insulation. So I'm no pro with this, but we're gonna give it a try. We're just gonna, this is a heated underbelly. So I'm gonna put that insulation back as much as I can, so it'll keep that properties together. But you know what? It was only insulated right here, so I don't know what that's about. But anyway, I never used this before. We'll see if they work. That's all I'm doing. That's pretty slick, so shake it up some more. Doesn't work no more. Did I use it all up? Nope. Ah, there we go. So I'm just shooting it everywhere, trying to find even places it wasn't before I started, but anyhow. Alright, that's good. I just want to get it where it was originally, and that looks about right. So once I tape it up, I'm gonna do some more right there in that hole. So now I got that kind of halfway done. And take that duct tape. I guess I should have got a scraper, but I wasn't thinking. Anyway, duct tape. Once that, I'm gonna take that tape off. Once this foam sets up, and it sets up in a couple of hours, and I won't even really need that duct tape anymore. I just got that to kind of hold it in place while it sets up. All right, and that's a lot of foam right there. Won't move in. But now that I got that in there, I'm gonna go ahead and inject some more foam in there, and then we should be done. All right, so I'm gonna shoot some more foam in there. So I got that foam, this duct tape kind of helped me create a mold for it, I guess you would say. I want to shoot out. So we'll call that a day. All right, take my rag, a little bit, like that. This stuff is real sticky. So that's my fix. Maybe in a couple of days I'll pull all this off where this is nice and hard, and then now I just got a straight 90. I won't have that stress coming off that water tank. 90 coming down, coming off, 90, drop it straight down. That's a lot of stress right there. They did have this part in an elbow, but I chose to go with the straight fitting. So there you have it. All right, Tim Stanley, RVing with Tim, doing another fix. And when I know, you know. So it all took me probably about 30 minutes to take it on, to take it off, put the new one on. So if I wasn't talking, that's about how long it take to do that. But you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And now you know how, okay? So put some more up in there. This bottle was kind of expensive, so I'm gonna go ahead and use all I can. But that's it. All right, Tim Stanley, RVing with Tim out.